The German Chancellor was sitting right there with the cameras rolling and 1.6 million people watching, and then Trump looked right at him, pointed to his country, and confidently told him that his father was born there.
Don't forget, both my parents were born in EU sectors, okay? I mean, my mother was Scotland, my father was Germany.
My father's from Germany. Both of my parents are from the EU.
I have great respect for Angela, and I have great respect for the country. My father is German, right? Was German. Born in a very wonderful place in Germany.
Trump just tacked on a random lie, because, why not? When he was talking about German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
I have great respect for Angela, and I have great respect for the country. My father is German, right? Was German.
Yes. It's true, Frederick Trump was born in a very wonderful place in Germany, New York City, in 1905.
My father was born in a wonderful part of Germany, very West Germany, and...
So, Dermot, what first brought you into show business?
Well, John, it's an interesting question. We haven't got all night, of course, but I don't know how this happened during the break, but this guy's very, very convincing. I'm still here with the brilliant John Cleese and Charlize Theron. John, so you're over here at the moment. You spend a lot of time UK, US?
Well, I work a lot in the US because they're such fans of Python. And
yeah.
It's very easy to earn good money there. And I don't have to be here in the winter, which I refuse to do. I mean, people have a bucket list, and I have one thing on my bucket list, which is that I never want to be cold again.
As objectively as you can, if such a thing is possible, how have you noticed that America's different now Trump's in power?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
In what way, though? Like, we see it obviously here from the news.
It's completely mad.
What, on the ground there, do you feel it?
People don't want to admit how mad it is. But Eric and I were on tour, and we went on stage the night after the election. And we get out in front of 2,000 people, and they're sitting there like this. They cannot believe what's happened. And we said it's our duty to cheer you up tonight. They all roared and clapped, but it's completely mad. I mean, the guy says, 3 days ago? He says, I've sent an armada towards North Korea. And then we find 2 days later that it's actually sailing in the opposite direction. And I think that's what people say, except that the Trump supporters are still at about 38, 39%. They still think he's great.
Yeah.
But these are the stupidest people you've ever met. The one I thought was just wonderful. There was a woman on supporting him, and somebody said, what do you feel about that time when he was recorded on the bus saying, if you'll forgive me saying so, that if you're a celebrity, women expect you to grab them or grab their pussy?
Yeah.
And she said he would never have said that if he'd known he was being recorded.
And here's the part that makes it even harder to believe. Fred Trump was born in the Bronx, New York, on October 11, 1905. That's not some obscure detail either. It's right there in the New York Times obituary, and Trump had already been corrected to his face 4 separate times over 4 different years before this moment. Even so, sitting beside the actual German Chancellor, he pointed at Germany and said it again with complete confidence. It's the kind of confidence that comes from deciding the number of times you've been corrected just doesn't matter. Colbert didn't even make his usual entrance. He walked straight to his desk holding a single sheet of paper, sat down, and before he said a word, the audience could already tell whatever was on that page mattered. It was Fred Trump's birth certificate. He let the camera zoom in so everyone could read it for themselves. Bronx, New York, October 11, 1905. Not Germany. Never Germany. The Bronx. The audience laughed at first, but the laughter faded almost immediately because the joke landed at the exact same moment as the realization. Then Colbert pulled out another document, a recorded interview where Trump said, "My father is German, was German, born in a very wonderful place in Germany." Corrected. Then another page from CBS News. Same claim. Corrected. Then another from Fox News in 2020. Same claim again. Corrected again. 4 corrections, spread across 4 different years. For separate times someone showed him the birth certificate, and then, sitting next to Germany's Chancellor, he still repeated the same claim. If you grew up believing a person's word should match what they know about their own family, you could probably see where Colbert was going before he even held up the birth certificate again. This is the same man who has said he has one of the greatest memories of anyone who's ever lived, who said he graduated at the top of his class at Wharton, and who said he aced a cognitive test so impressively that doctors were amazed. Yet here he was, unable to remember where his own father was born, even though his own niece publicly corrected him on social media that very morning, and the correct information has been part of the public record since 1905. Colbert held up the birth certificate one last time and quietly reminded everyone that it has always said Bronx, New York, for corrections couldn't make it say Germany. And he set the document down the way you set down something that has just settled the argument. The real pattern isn't that Trump got his father's birthplace wrong once. The pattern is that he was given the correct answer 4 different times and still gave the wrong answer a 5th. Uncertainty that survives 4 corrections isn't really uncertainty anymore. To keep saying Germany after being shown the Bronx over and over again isn't a memory problem in this telling, it's a documented pattern that now includes a 5th public statement. The next morning, Trump posted that his meeting with the Chancellor had been fantastic. He never mentioned the Bronx, never addressed the birth certificate, never explained the 4 corrections or the 5th statement. He simply moved on, but the birth certificate didn't. The pattern stayed exactly the same.